Hello guys, this is leathertoolz. Today I'm to show you very interesting tools and a new tool maker from Argentina. He's actually not new. People don't know him very much. I just want to introduce him to you guys. I've known him quite a while. I think 3 years ago. I've seen him on YouTube and Facebook, and he's not on Instagram, so people don't know him very well. But he's an interesting maker. He does everything by hand. He just forges and shapes and everything in-house. It's just very interesting. And as you can see, his tools are very unique designed and has a very good handmade feel to it. And I could almost feel this South American theme going on his tools. It's very unique and it's a well-made tools. I really love it. So let me just first introduce you this person. So you have a Facebook. He has a Facebook. Cristian Buchner or Buchner. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly, but Cristian is his name, and he has a Facebook. You can search for his name, and his profile pictures like this. Okay, so if you want to see his other tools, he has quite a lot of tools that he makes. Like for example, he has a unique. This plier has a hole in it so that you can do saddle work like this. And he develops like all kinds of tools, from his head. And it's just amazing that he just can make it out of his mind, into tools. So it's very interesting. It's I just want to show quickly what it is. Yeah, these are the tool lists. So some of the pliers, he purchased this plier, like engineering pliers, and then he drills a hole into it and heats it again. So it's fairly amazing. Awls, he has like exchangeable handles and French skivers and this round knife. And I think the people in Argentina, they do a lot of braid work. That's why the strap cut is quite popular. It's just a rawhide, It's very interesting, So interesting tool to check out, and I will share the details with you guys. Okay, so first, the communication. You have to talk in Spanish. He does not speak in English. I tried to speak him in English, and it's hard to get him to understand English, and there's no English answers. You have to talk in Spanish. In my case, I used Google Translate, and I just typed in English and I translated into Spanish, and I sent him Spanish translated, and he understood me. So that's how we got. And for tools that I want to buy, I didn't know what it is these tools were in Spanish, because if you type edge beveler in English, if you translate it into Spanish, it just doesn't make sense. The specific type of industry words are not well translated into another. So what I did was I captured the image of photos in his Facebook, and I draw a arrow in this photo. So for example, if you're watching this photo, I drew a arrow pointing out this tool. So pointing out. So I need this and this tool. And for this tool, I need it for left-handed. So that's how he understood me. And I waited about 4 weeks, I think 3.5 weeks, for to make him this tool. He already got a stock for left-handed ones, so I didn't have to wait for this one, and I wanted to buy both. So he reserved me this one, and he made me this one. And I asked him I'm using for thin leather, so please make it thinner than what you usually do. So he made me this one. very interesting beveler. So the price and the name of this, later then I got understood what it is in Spanish name. This is cortatiras. Okay, this is cortatiras. You can adjust this width of the strap cutter. I'll go into details in each video. I will go one video for each tool. So this is cortatiras. I will put the name in Spanish in the title. And this is Manta Cantos simple. Okay, so it's Manta Cantos. I'm not sure if it's the right pronunciation, but it's a Manta Cantos. Okay, so this is edge beveler. Okay, and he has a very interesting skill set. He makes like this one is simple, but the other one has two sizes in one hand. So example, like this has two grooves in it. So one side is like thick and the other side is thin. So you have two sizes in one hand. So it's pretty cool. So, but I didn't really get a point why, you know, I have quite a lot of edge bevelers. I just need one smallest he makes, so I just ordered one. And the price on these, you have to pay in Argentine pesos, but if you have to also use Western Union, and I think they take your local money and they transfer into their the money in Argentina pesos. So this is 1,700 Argentino pesos, which means right now 2017 December currency is $98 US for this one strap cutter. And this edge beveler is 300 Argentino pesos, and this costs $17 US. Okay, it's pretty cheap, isn't it? It's amazing quality for its price. And the shipping is the problem. From Argentina to Germany, it took 900 Argentina pesos, which was $52 US. So the shipping is quite expensive, but it arrived around about in a week. So it's good delivery time, but you cannot track it. I tried to track this. He gives me tracking number, but I tried to track that into several websites that I can track foreign parcels, but you know, you can't really get data from Argentina. I'm not sure why, but I could not track anything. But it arrived within a week, so it was the premium shipping service. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so that's it. So these two 98, 17 US dollar, and shipping was 52 US dollar for these two. Okay, so that's quite a lot, you know. So if you can cover the shipping, it's very well priced, you know, considering, you know, they are very handmade. Okay, so for this video I will go into details with this one. Okay, the Manta Cantos simple. Okay, this is edge beveler, and this is interestingly a flat bottom edge beveler. Okay, so it has a flat bottom. Okay, it has a flat bottom. So I did make a video what's the difference between flat bottom and round bottom edge beveler before, and I really didn't like it, the flat bottom edge beveler, because they cut into leather too aggressively and the consistency of the cut is not good. So I stayed away from the flat bottom edge bevelers. But this one, he nailed it so perfectly that it gives more consistent edge than round bottom edges. Okay, so here we go. I will just show you like the action of it. It's very sharp. And the one good thing about flat bottom edge beveler is that it's so easy to sharpen, because it has just only flat bottom. All you need to do is just get a strop and with the polishing compound, you just draw like this. Okay, it's so easy to resharpen this without any rod or sandpaper or anything like that. It's so easy to resharpen. Okay, and look at this, how consistent edge it gave. It does take quite a lot of edge. I agree. If you do the only delicate work, this edge is not for you. But if you do, you know, quite a thick work, like let's say 2 mil or 3.5 millimeter thick of a leather edge, I mean leather wallet or anything like that, if you use, you know, this edger is, I think this is perfect. Okay, so I will just show you, check out the edge result of this leather. Okay, check this out. Okay. And you can sand after this, or you don't need to sand. Okay, I quite like this. I should say this like rough cut, rigid look to it. You know, it's pretty cool. So yep. It leaves a line, so it does not round out the leather edge. So what I mean is that it gives this kind of look. Okay, like if there's edge like this, it just takes off this corner, so it creates like this of a edge. So I think it's pretty cool. It's like you know, like wood box. Not sure, but I think it's this flat cuts does give good impression when it's consistent all the way to here. Okay, let me show you the other sides also. It cuts very well too. It came really sharp and it stays sharp quite long. And you know, since it's easy to sharpen, I think it's just a good tool. You know, sharp tool is a good tool. Yeah, and if you haven't seen this guy just, you know, hand forges this blade out from car spring. Okay, and he polishes this all the way to really fine finishes. So, you know, I like the fact that this steel is not from just a blank of a steel. This steel was from a car spring, and the way he bent his tool, this is not just for looks. He knows the exact angle of the tool, how the tool should bend, and the tip is quite a you know, he ground it off a little bit towards the upwards. So this makes a perfect angle for the tools to cut in. So like I showed you demonstration here right now, this curve actually does give you very nice job. Even the curve is not, okay, check this out. Okay, it does give you very nice cuts throughout this whole length. Okay, so consistency that it gives is amazing. And look at this tip. Even though this edger goes to the tip, it cuts very clean. Okay, so it gives you very sharp edge to the leather piece, like here also. Okay, so that's why I really like this tool. So I think it will give you new look to your leather piece. So I really like this piece. I mean tool. Okay, let me do the back side also. Yep. Back side also gives you nice cut. Oops. Yep. Very nice. If you are a saddle maker, no doubt this is the best edge beveler, I think. And it doesn't leave any track marks also, so that's nice. Okay. Yep. These kind of tools, simple and functional. One day I want to make a tool like this too. Okay. So this is it. Okay, very clean cut, consistency throughout the whole length. Yep, very nice tool. I really like it. And this wood handle is quite interesting too. I got two-tone handle. Luckily, this handle is, yeah, I will have to explain what two-tone is. Okay, when usually the tree grows, in the center of the tree, if you say there's a tree here, okay, and the center of the tree is hard wood, and this outside of the perimeter is soft wood. So what you for two handles, this hardwood in the core has a very hard material properties in it. So the hard in the center of the piece of the wood is good stuff, and the outside is not good because it's soft. So it's not so popular for tool handles and etc. But this two-tone handle is where this is the part in the center and this is the outer part. So I got the piece like in the middle of a two type of wood. So has a two-tone. Okay, so hardwood, not so hardwood outside, but has quite a hard characteristic because it's close to center wood. So imagine this wood is from growing the tree and is from this piece. So I have a two-tone. I also got two-tone from this wood also. I think they came from same piece of a blank like this, maybe, not sure, but yeah. So this wood is called guanyabi. This is Argentine wood. It's a hardwood. I think this guanyabi is also used for baseball bats. So it's pretty hard, tough wood, and it feels good in the hand. And I tried to sand off some of the blemish off from the handle. I have to say these are not the perfect looking tools. There will be some slight minor issues, and if you don't like it, you can just sand it off. And when I sand it off, I could feel that this is quite a hard wood. It's not so much hard that you can really do anything. It's quite hard wood, I should say. Okay, I feel very dense, and I really like it. But there's no smell or anything like that. Okay, and it comes with very polished. And this neck part, I thought it was aluminum or something like that, but this is a steel also. Not sure what kind of steel it is, but it's a steel. So it's pretty tough. If you want to make a smooth transition from the steel to wood, you might want to sand this part, but be careful. This is a steel and this is a wood. So if you try to make a smooth transition here, you might take off more wood than the steel. So that's what it happened to me also. I wanted a smooth transition, so I tried to sand it off here a little bit, but wood got more wear off, and the steel was so strong. So I have this kind of a good curve in the neck and just going fat again here. So I'm okay with it now. Yeah. So it's easy to sharpen, good edge beveler. I think this will serve me very well. I really like this curve to it. Also, just so easy to control, so easy to use. Because as you use the tool, you use the tool like diagonally, right? And what you see is this flat spot like this. So if you use the tool from this like this angle, it gives you very good angle. I can't really explain what it is, but this Cristian Buchner did an amazing job for the angle. I think the angle really matters for this consistent edge. And look at this leather piece of coming off from the leather. It's just so easy to use and so easy to control. Such a consistency. I'm really amazed. This kind of maker should get more lights. Okay. Okay, that's it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to watch this next video, please subscribe and click the likes and leave me a comment of anything if you want to know, and I will just add the details more in the next video. This tool is quite interesting, quite unique looking. I think his own design came out from his head. I really like it so far. Right, so Thanks for watching, guys, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.